Let's talk about the death of a child. I've observed that in over 25 years of counseling, the most difficult death for an individual or family to cope with is the death of a child. Children are about the future. They grow, they change, they create, and they become. As adults, when we see the future in our children, it brings us great hope. When a parent dies, some of our past is gone. When a spouse dies, some of our present is taken from us. But when a child dies, we see our future destroyed, and with the loss of future comes a loss of hope. That is why surviving parents sense such great hopelessness. Parents feel cheated and robbed. There's a feeling of things being incomplete. Parents not only have to break their physical and emotional bond with the child, but they have to relinquish the attachment to all the dreams and expectations they have for and with the child. When my infant daughter died, I remember going into her room that I had painted pink. All the toys were in the closet, and I suddenly realized she will never see the room. She will never play with those toys. At times it was overwhelming, and I realized that I was the victim. My role as protector and provider had been taken from me. Most parents suffer from survivor guilt. The guilt is different and more intense than the guilt of surviving the death of a spouse or sibling. And there is also the issue of the child dying unexpectedly or suddenly, which can greatly complicate the grief. You put that with the fact that most people don't want to talk about the death of a child because they don't know what to say. You have, not by choice, an environment of isolation which most parents begin to feel shortly after the child dies. The other issues that need to be addressed are, number one, the child predeceasing the parent. Many parents secretly hope their children will be around to care for them in old age. If the child dies at a young age, the parent loses all of those years of safety and security in the hope that they will die before the child. Number two, losing the mate or other parent as a therapeutic resource. Most parents make decisions together. They do things together. But when a child dies, they lose each other for a period of time. Each of them are grieving independent of the other, and they grieve quite differently. Number three, parenting the surviving children. Everything a parent does with the surviving children is a reminder of what they will not be doing with the child who has died. Many parents can greatly benefit from private counseling after the death of a child, and I strongly recommend it. If you would like to learn more about the death of a child, please select one of the options on this page.